my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button to stay inspired to wise up and rise up above these narcissists. So if you clicked on this video, you want to know more about why does the narcissist copy me? Why is the narcissist copying everything that I do? At the beginning of the relationship with the narcissist, you will realize that they will give you everything that you want. You know, some of them will cook for you. Some of them, if they move in with you, you'll see them clean for you. They'll buy you roses. They'll do this, they'll do that. They'll do everything that they think that you desire and you want, right? This is why there's a lot of times you need to be careful of the red flags, because when you see somebody that's what they call it, love bombing, because when you see somebody rushing in to do everything so fast, say I love you, do this for you, do that for you, like you need to start questioning, right? I know a lot of times because we want and we desire somebody to treat us good and be there for us mentally and emotionally and this, that, you know, it's exciting when we see, this person doing all these things that we said to them that we like or we want, right? At the end of the day, it feels great and it seems great. But when you start to realize that the narcissist will start copying everything that you do. Let's say you want to, sell something, right? They'll say, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I thought about selling something too. Let's say you're co-parenting with the narcissist and you take the kids out to a basketball game or bowling or whatever. The narcissist will turn around and say, yeah, tell the kids, yeah, I'm gonna take you bowling next week. I'm gonna do this for you next week. Let's say you bought a new car, right? The narcissist will be like, okay, yeah, I thought about that too. I'm gonna go buy a new car. Things like that you see. I am telling you this based off of experience, right? That the narcissist will mimic everything that you do, like literally, and want to do it better. Why is that? It's because everything with the narcissist is all about ego. Everything they do is to feed their ego. So when they see somebody else doing better than them, they can't see that, right? If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, they will always try to have one up on you. One up on you. They see you're succeeding here, they'll try to, succeed over here and always be in competition with you. Or some of them will just be vindictive and spiteful and do something to sabotage your glory or sabotage you from feeling good in that glory when something's going well with you, right? They are all about feeding their ego, right? Nothing has to really do with you. It has to do with feeding their ego and them being better than you, them having one up on you. Because again, their whole being is about their ego being stroked. So when they see other people succeeding, they need to do better. They need to be, in competition with those other people. And if some of the narcissists, if they, they're so used to being spoiled and they're so used to getting what they want from their old supplies, or just getting what they want from just using people, then they will just be spiteful, vindictive, and just try to sabotage you, or they'll just try to brain down on your glory, right? By calling you names or making you feel like you're leaving them out or whatever the case may be. They'll just try to sabotage you. But there are some narcissists that then just go tit for tat with you, especially if you are broken up with the narcissist. They will do everything possible to be like, you're losing out. You're the loser. I'm the winner. That's why a lot of times, right, when they get their new supply, and some of them will just post up on social media, or they'll tell something to the kids to come back and tell you that they're doing for the new supply, and they're doing this and they're doing that, especially when they see, let's say, you're doing better. This is why a lot of times they say, if you want to get back at the narcissist, I'm not saying that you should do this, because at the end of the day, karma is a bitch. Don't do things to get back at other people. Do things for yourself. But a lot of times they say, you want to get back at the narcissist, focus on you, elevate, be the best damn version of you, right? I don't know, like if you want to get in shape, now's the time. Get in shape, get that body looking tight and right, you know? If you want to elevate your career, now's the time to elevate your career. Be just a best damn version of you when you get out of that narcissistic relationship. And just do it for you. A lot of times, like I said, people will just be like, if you want to be spiteful and you want to get back at the narcissist, focus on elevating you, because that's just like a huge hit in their ego to know that you're doing better without them, because in their eyes, they got the new supply. On their eyes, they moved on. In their eyes, they're gonna do better than you, and you're the one that's missing out, especially if you're the one that left the relationship, especially if you're the one that's going no contact with them, especially if you're the one that's, blocking them on everything and trying to just focus on you. They don't like that shit, because at the end of the day, they want to know that they still have power and control over you, and they want their egos to be stroked to see that you're not doing good and they're doing better off than you. At the end of the day, narcissists, because they never look inward, because they never want to fix themselves, even if you see them elevating outside, right? Maybe they got a new car, maybe they got a new job, maybe they're doing good for themselves externally. That doesn't fix how irksome they are inside themselves. It doesn't fix the pain, the hurt, the trauma, the anger, the frustration, the resentment that they feel within inside themselves. It doesn't fix that shit. So can somebody really be happy if they are rotting from the inside? Their outside exterior can look great. This is why you see so many celebrities, right? And I know I'm going off here, but this is why you see so many celebrities that commit suicide, or they're just vindictive people, or they're mean people off the camera, right? And they have all this money, all these cars, all this, but they are dying inside. And it's the same thing with the narcissist. And that's what you need to keep in mind when you see that they try copying you, or they try to be in a competition battle if you guys are no longer together. Let them. Because at the end of the day, that's not gonna fix what's going on within inside of themselves, right? When you are healing after a narcissistic relationship, you get to work on you. At least you get to look at your flaws, look at where you went wrong, look at how you can work on yourself to elevate, to grow inside and outside. They can't do that. They will always be empty and toxic within inside themselves, searching for other people to fix and get supply from, to feed inside of themselves. And this is why they'll never be satisfied. They'll never be happy. This is why a lot of narcissists will always cheat, will always be moving on to a next supply. Because at the end of the day, they can never fix what's going on within inside of themselves because of their narcissistic personality disorder, right? So when you see them copying you, it's just to stroke their ego. It's just for them to have one up on you, right? That's just what copying and them mimicking is really trying to do. Is just have one up on you to feed their ego. They never want to see people outside of them doing better than them. They need to always be doing better than you. This is why, and break it down, because there's a lot of people who have experienced a narcissistic relationship. They turn on and they say, I don't get it. Why is the narcissist so much nicer to their friends or people that they don't even know? But to me, they treat me like shit. It's because at the end of the day, they want those other people to stroke their ego, to be like, he's such an amazing person. He's such a nice person, to make you look crazy that it was only you. It has to be something wrong with you. And why they're nice to everybody else and everybody thinks they're an amazing person and you're messed up, right? And then they also have to prove to other people when they're copying you that they are doing just as good as you, right? There's nothing, when they copy you, it shows to them that there's nothing wrong with them, right? There's nothing wrong with them, that they can do everything that you do and more. When realistically, no, they can't, because they're toxic within inside themselves. So when you see a narcissist trying to copy you or mimicking what you're doing, understand that's just because they want their ego to be stroked and they want to feel equal with you. when they know realistically they're not equal with you. Because when a narcissist gets in a relationship with you, they get in a relationship with you because they want what you have that they don't have within inside themselves. And they're using you as supply to feed what they don't have within inside themselves. So when you see a narcissist copying you, allow them. They just want their ego to be stroked, to know that they're doing better than you, right? Or they're equal to you. So at the end of the day, when you see a narcissist copying you, it's just to feed their ego, right? But that, again, anybody can have nice things outside of them, but that doesn't fix what's going on within inside of them. Remember that when you get caught up in saying, like, why is the narcissist trying to have one up on me? Or why are they always trying to, belittle me because of the fact that I'm doing better than them or whatever? Now you know. It's because everything is about feeding their ego. Everything is about having control over their surroundings, over their circumstances. And when they're lacking control and when they're not being able to see that they can do better than other people, it frustrates them. And then they move on to find somebody else that they are better than, that they can get supply in certain areas inside that person to feed their ego, to stroke their ego. So at the end of the day, please keep in mind, when you see a narcissist trying to mimic you, it's just to feed their ego. It's just to feed to them, especially if you're no longer with them anymore, for them to see that they have one up on you, that you ain't gonna do better than them, that they're doing better than you, or they can do just as good as you without you. Remember that. Right? If you are in a relationship with a narcissist and you see that that narcissist is always trying to go neck and neck at competing with you, is because at the end of the day, you are their puppet. They don't want to see their puppet doing better than them. They need to do better. They need to do better than their puppet, because they have control over you. They want control over you when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, right? And then if they don't do better than you, right? If they're not doing better than you and you're doing better than them, they will suck you dry and bring you down to the floor in mental and emotional abuse, and trying to bring you down to their level, but still getting exactly what they want from you. So remember these things that I'm sharing with you. If you're in the relationship with a narcissist, if you're not in the relationship with a narcissist, if you're co-parenting with the narcissist, literally, and they're always trying to go neck and neck with the kids, trying to, do better with the kids and make you feel like crap because you can't do as much for the kids, or, or you're doing good for the kids and then they try to copy what you're doing. At the end of the day, it's all about having control over your mind and your emotions, because if they see that they can trigger you and it upsets you that they're competing with you, or it frustrates you that they're competing with you, or you're watching what they're doing, maybe you're watching their social media, or you're fixating on what they're doing and why they're competing with you and why they're mimicking you or copying you, that means they still have control over your mind. And that means that they still can get supply from you. At the end of the day, everything about the narcissist is feeding their ego and getting supply from you, right? And I have a video on that, whether it be good supply or bad supply. Either way, it's still supply for them. And if you are there sitting thinking, why are they trying to copy me, or why are they trying to, mimic me, or why are they trying to have one over on me, you're still focusing on them. Keep that in mind. You're still thinking about them. They're still living rent-free inside of your mind. The biggest thing that you can do, again, is focus on you. Focus on your elevation. Focus on who gives a shit if they're trying to copy you. Because you know what? There's only one you. There's only one you, ain't nobody else in this world that can be you. You're you. And nobody can take that from you, and nobody can mimic you. You will always be special. You are in God's mind, you're God's greatest creation, right? If you're listening to this and you're a man, you're a king. If you're listening to this, you're a woman, you're a queen. You are God's greatest creation. You see this fingerprint here? Nobody in the world has this, only you. So at the end of the day, when that narcissist tries to make you feel like you're nothing, or tries to make you feel like, oh, they can be better than you, or they can be just as good as you. No, you're you. You're special and unique and beautiful in your own way. And again, the biggest way you can overcome, focusing on why the narcissist is copying, is just letting it be and focusing on you, being the best version for you. And no matter what they decide to do, let them do. That's my thoughts on that. The reason, you guys, I wanted to make this video as well, somebody requested this video, to ask, why does the narcissist copy me, or why does the narcissist mimic me? Again, now you know. I'm breaking it down, whether you're in the relationship with the narcissist, whether you're not in the relationship with the narcissist, whether you're co-parenting with the narcissist. I broke it down on every level. But at the end of the day, it always reverts back around. It's just to feed their ego and have control over your mind and your emotions. And the best way that you can overcome that, let's break it all down and sum it all up, is focusing on you. Letting them do what they want to do and you focusing on you. I know it's easier said than done, but this is how we're, one day at a time. This is how we are going to heal, and this is how we're going to wise up and rise up above these narcissists. So stand in the facts and what I just shared to you, and implement this into your mind every day. Take one day at a time. Understand healing is a journey, not a destination. Keep putting the focus inward on you and making all the focus about you, and taking the knowledge that you learned to wise up and rise up inside of your life. Thank you so much again, you guys, for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. What that does is it helps with the algorithm to get this video out there to more people who need to hear this message, just like you needed to hear it, just like how you got inspired, just like how you gained the knowledge. There's somebody else out there that is crying their eyes out, or going through a really tough time and a hard time, that needs to hear this video as well. So please give it a thumbs up to get this video out there in the algorithm, to get it out there to more people who need to hear this message. Again, make sure you're joining the Wise Up, Rise Up NARC community. Join my podcast, tongue-tied, join my TikTok channel, and just join the community so you can constantly be reminded, right, to stand in the facts and wise up and rise up above these narcissists. I'll see you guys again on another video, and thank you again for tuning in.